What is going on, everybody, and welcome to the video. So in the next part of my Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMIND TGS 2019 trailer analysis series, I want to talk about the segment where Sora interacts with Namine. The scene is short, but I feel like there is still enough here to point out and to talk about in order to give it its own video. So with all that out of the way, let's jump right into the video. As I said, this scene includes Sora and Namine. They seem to be within Sora's heart. The stained glass on the floor is identical to when Sora used the power of waking to restore Ventus. So Sora tells Namine it's bad news for Terra if either of them get hurt. Here I believe he's obviously referring to Aqua and Ventus. The fact that he is talking about Terra then mentions either of them in getting hurt, he has to be talking about those closest to him. We also know that before time got reset in Kingdom Hearts 3, Ventus and Aqua got bodied by Terra along with pretty much everyone else. Terra deceived Aqua and Ventus, and they were both taken out fairly quickly. But in the sequence, once time was reset to the point before the original scene, the lingering will was there to save everyone. I'll return to this in a little bit though. For now, let's continue with what Namine and Sora say to each other. After that, Sora tells Namine that she needs to leave and needs to go to the world of Ocean and Sky. Now this is clearly the final world. There's a potentially skippable cutscene where Sora can interact with one of the stars and trigger a conversation with Namine. In this conversation, however, the way Sora and Namine are talking to each other, it seems as though that they have not spoken since her disappearance in Kingdom Hearts 2. So that means that the cutscene in this trailer has to have happened after time was reset. She mentions that she wants to try to speak with Terra again. Again is referring to the monologue that we got at one of the very first Kingdom Hearts Orchestra concerts. I'll leave a link to the dialogue in the description if you guys want to check it out for yourselves. So we know that this scene happens before Sora interacts with her in the final world for the first time. And both of these scenes happen before the cutscene in the trailer. So this is the most up-to-date interaction that Sora has with Namine in the ReMIND trailer. The cutscene then ends with Namine saying, "and you," implying that Sora is leaving and going somewhere else. This is probably the point right after he uses the power of waking at the end to go search for Kairi. But before he does, or while he does, he finds him inside of himself in his own heart. And to see if maybe potentially Kairi's there, he's looking for clues, looking for hints, and since Kairi's heart is obviously lost, then she isn't there anymore. And we know that Namine has been inside Kairi this whole time, then it makes sense for Namine to possibly jump into Sora's heart, and since we know the two of them are connected so well. This cutscene will probably go more into detail explaining what is really going on with Sora and what he plans to do to save Kairi. He mentions going to the final world since that is, 1, where Namine and him met prior, and 2, where he knows that she'll be safe without a heart to take refuge in. Sora at this point must recognize that this is what he has to do and what the risks could potentially be. He may end up destroying himself in order to save Kairi, which obviously ends up happening in the last scene of Kingdom Hearts 3 before the credits roll. And to tie back to what I was starting to mention in my first point in the video, during their first interaction with Terra, he smoked everyone. Then, Sora meets with Namine in the final world, and she says that she wants to try to speak with Terra again, and then obviously succeeds, since the lingering will shows up and changes their fate. Sora mentions Ventus and Aqua when talking to Namine in this new scene, since he probably knows that not only does he have to go back in time to save Kairi, but he has to ensure that the events of the past turn out to work out in their favor once more, with the defeat of the Organization 13 and Xehanort. This could explain the new scenarios within the game. Example, the Lee, Roxas, and Xion fight versus Isa, which we all know doesn't actually happen in the base game. This isn't necessarily retconning, it's more so Sora going back in time to ensure that everything happens the way it's supposed to, while at the same time saving Kairi. Kinda sounds like some sort of paradox or some complications with the time travel rules, but that could just explain Sora's fate towards the end since he's changing the fate of Kairi, while also, ensuring everything else happens at the same time. It seems like there's going to be some sort of complications there. So I personally believe that with Sora and Namine, this cutscene will be at the very start of the ReMIND DLC, as I said, before everything goes down and Sora seeks out Kairi's missing heart. He mentions Terra because he knows what's going to happen in the Keyblade Graveyard before time is reset. Terra attacks Ventus and Aqua, and he's trying to save them a second time and not allow it to happen like it did the first time. He wants Namine to reach out to Terra once more to make sure the lingering will, again, can show up and save them. Since this also makes sense given the fact that at the end of the trailer, we see Terra and the Lingering Will going at it once more. I'm sure that there will be much more to this cutscene, and there's a lot more that we'll be able to find out down the road, that either, within another trailer or once the DLC comes out. But anyways, guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you all enjoyed, and check back later for another episode of my Kingdom Hearts 3 ReMIND TGS 2019 trailer analysis series. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like the video, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel for more Kingdom Hearts content. Thank you all so much for watching, and until the next video, I will catch you all later. Bye bye!